Also know that bloating is absolutely normal and it happens for a lot of people and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching this. If you're new here, welcome to the family. So happy to have you here. I forgot to say the welcome thing in my last video and I felt so bad after rewatching it because I was like, oh my gosh, all these new people that are subbing are gonna think I don't care about them. And I do care about you, so welcome. If you hear traffic in the background, I am in my new place. I am still trying to figure out a sound system because we do live on a main road, so sorry. In my last video, a lot of you commented and wanted me to film a bloating video. So, as per request, today I'm going to be filming a video about bloating. This is just going to be about bloating in general. I will tell you guys my tips and tricks that I've found, especially with recovery. In the last couple months, I have had my fair share of bloating. So before I start off with the tips, I just want to talk a little bit about bloating and what is actually happening to your body when you are bloating. Especially in recovery, this is very, very vital information, so please listen. When you are in an eating disorder or you have been participating in disordered eating, our bodies have to figure out a way to keep us alive while dealing with the lack of nutrients. That's why in eating disorders, usually people lose their periods because your menstrual cycle literally stops working so that your body can pay attention to the other more vital functions. The reason you're cold all the time, your circulatory system is shutting down. The reason you can't sleep, your hormonal and adrenal levels are off. Your digestive system and metabolism literally slows to a halt because your body is trying to conserve all the energy it has to keep you alive and doesn't need those extra systems. What does this all have to do with bloating? Let me tell you. Side note, if you have struggled with bulimia at any point in time, your body does not retain any of the water you drink. You could be drinking 6 cups of water a day, but if you're still throwing up your food at the end of that day, you're not getting any of that water. So when I first started recovery, I had to pee all the time. I was so confused, I did so much research, and it was because my body finally has water in it. How crazy is that I went 3 years barely absorbing any water? Water is a big part of the human body. We need that. Which also is why bloating is so big, is because a lot of bloating is water retention. Another thing that happens is your body holds on to the fat or the bloating or whatever it is where your most vital organs are. Where are those organs? In your tummy. So that's why in the beginning stages of recovery, especially the first couple months, you're gonna think your stomach looks bigger. It's really just your body trying to protect it to make sure nothing happens to those organs. The number one tip I have for bloating might be a little bit scary for some of you, but you need to eat more. If you are bloating, it means that your body still thinks that you're in that state of starvation, and you need to prove it wrong by consistently eating. If you stop eating because you're scared because you see that you're bloating, your body's gonna be like, okay, I was right, they're not feeding me anymore. End of story, you stay bloated forever. You need to eat in order to tell your body that you're actually not gonna be starving it anymore. If you start restricting once again, it's game over. Your body will just go right back to bloating and to being confused and being unsure of what to do and not trusting you. You need to get your body to trust you, and in order to do that, you have to eat consistently. If you have a meal plan, stick with it. 3 meals a day, you're not hungry in the morning, eat anyway. If bloating is such a big thing for you, you will realize that after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of finally eating consistently, the bloat will go away. And it's different for everyone because everyone has a different body. But that helped me so much because as soon as I saw bloat, my first instinct was to restrict, was not to eat, and it never helped. Every time I was bloated and I would restrict because I'd be so scared of the bloat, it would stay the same or it would get bigger. Your body is way smarter than you. It knows exactly what's happening. It knows exactly what you're doing. And it needs you to feed yourself so it can go back to being normal again. My second tip is a little bit more general. When you are experiencing bloating or you are in recovery and experiencing a little weight gain, wear loose clothing. I think that the biggest thing in recovery is you should not wear tight clothing. I bought big jeans. That's the first thing I did when I started recovery. You don't even have to go buy anything. Just wear sweatpants. Even when you're not bloated, tight clothing is not super comfortable. Just be comfortable, especially with all the changes your body's going through right now. And even if you're not in recovery and even if you're just bloating, wear loose clothing. You don't have to put your body through that. Like, don't try to squeeze it into things that usually fit but don't at that moment because it's gonna make you feel bad. It's gonna make your body feel bad, and it's just not gonna be good. Another tip is going to be slightly counterintuitive, but I promise you it's going to work. If you are bloated, drink more water. Bloating is also a sign of excess water in your stomach, also known as edema. It sounds like it wouldn't really work because if it's excess water, why would you keep drinking more water? but the way your body works, the more water you drink, the less it will actually hold on to, because it knows that it doesn't need to hold on to it anymore. I don't know what tip I'm on. Tip number 4, I think. So tip number 4 is if you are bloated, take a walk, and a gentle walk. I say gentle because don't overexert yourself. Maybe you just need to walk around, get your body to digest some things a little bit more, get some organs moving around there. Don't make it an exercise. Don't exercise. Don't exercise. Just go for a nice walk, go outside, listen to a podcast, listen to some music. Take it easy, let your body relax. Even do some gentle yoga. There are some amazing yoga flows out there for digestion. My next tip is, this is kind of personalized, but for me, when I was in my yoga teacher training, we obviously learned a lot about yoga moves and yoga poses, and one that really stuck with me was, maybe I'll put a clip in of me doing it, but you lie down with your back on the floor and you lift your legs up so that they're flat against the wall. And that really promotes digestion. It's basically like a lymphatic drainage. It would circulate everything, so it would make it come down. I don't really know how to explain it. Basically what it does is it stimulates that digestion. The only thing is, don't stay in this position for too long because you will get dizzy and then have a headache. So be careful. Do some research beforehand if you want to know how exactly to get into the position and how to get out. Don't rush into it, but it's really, really nice after a meal, or if you feel bloat, or even right before bed if you're bloated. It is actually really, really beneficial. So I definitely recommend looking into that, or other yoga poses that could help. I could also probably do yoga for digestion on my channel, actually. That'd be kind of cool, right? Like 5-minute yoga for digestion? I don't know, let me know if you guys want to see that, comment down below. Another tip that I have for you guys is take a probiotic. And I don't have the probiotic I have because I've run out of it, but it was something that I took almost every day in recovery. It really, really helps regulate your gut health, make sure you have the right pre and probiotic. This is the one I used. It's called BioK. It's just kind of like a fermented yogurt thing. It tastes super good. I have the mango one. I didn't really like any of the other flavors, but you know, you do you. There's also pills you can take as probiotics. There's kind of like a range of products. There's also a yogurt that has probiotics in it. Kimchi, you know, whatever is accessible for you, I suggest taking that. Another thing is to make sure that you're eating at regular intervals. And I say this because your body needs to know that you are being fed and you aren't going to go back into that starvation mode. So 2 to 3 hours between each meal is probably the best way to go. I would say 2 hours because that still includes like snacks, meals. Just make sure that you're constantly feeding your body so it doesn't think that you're going for too long. It also helps you stick with your meal plan if you have one. And even if you're not hungry, just eat, because your body needs to know that it's gonna be okay, and the bloating will go down when it realizes it doesn't have to hold on to everything anymore. Another tip that I have is making sure your diet is balanced. And when I say diet, I just mean the foods that you're consuming. So make sure you're getting healthy fats, which I know that is so scary with everyone in eating disorders, but oils, avocados, nuts, nut butters, they're really just essential. You need to make sure you're getting that balance in your system. Another one is fiber. Definitely make sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet, and I don't mean eating those fiber cookies, I mean natural fiber, grains, nuts, seeds, fruit, you know, all the things. Just make sure you're getting enough of everything in your diet. Don't be restrictive, please. Just make sure you're getting enough nutrients in your body. Another thing that really helped me in recovery, a warm heating pad. Hot water bottles that you can buy, or something that you can put in the microwave and warm up. I made my own, sewed 2 pieces of fabric together and then put rice in it, and then I just heat it up in the microwave for like a minute every night, and I put it on my stomach, and it feels really good and nice and warm and soothing. It's like a spa for your stomach. And obviously that warmth just helps digest, especially with bloating. It'll definitely go down. It'll definitely make you feel a lot better. Sugar alcohols, sorbitol, anything like that, xylitol, they really contribute to belly bloat, so stay away from those. Just eat normal foods. Just eat those regular candies. Just do it. You got it. You're in recovery now. Step it up. You got this. They're really good too, like way better than those. So just, okay. Another tip is, if you cannot take a walk, if you can't do yoga, if you're really not feeling any of this kind of stuff, make yourself a big glass of something yummy in the morning, whether it's a glass of water with lemon, whether it's a tea. Chlorophyll has been a really big help for me. I would just recommend not to take it every day. It really, really helps your digestion and gets it going, and it tastes pretty good. I mean, I like it, I don't know. I'll get into the products now because I just talked about chlorophyll. It's pretty much empty, but this is Iberogast. And it's basically just something that soothes your stomach. It's very natural, it's a natural remedy. And I put a couple drops of this in water and it instantly makes me feel better. So I definitely recommend this. I think you can get it at any health store, but I'm not 100% sure. If I find a link for it, I can link it for you guys down below, but I've had this for a really long time. My mom actually gave me this, and it was a lifesaver, especially in the beginning of recovery. Oh my gosh. Another product that I have for you guys is Triphala. So this one is called Triflax. in different stores. There's Triphala. It is an Ayurvedic medicine. It's a natural remedy and it just helps support digestion and regular movement, that kind of stuff. I really like this a lot. I take this at night if I can feel that in the morning I'm gonna get bloated. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but I have this like sensation. I'm like, tomorrow I'm gonna be bloated. I take 2 of these at night. They're kind of big, but they work wonders. They're really, really nice. And especially when I started making this a regular part of my routine at night, oh my god, my bloat went down so much. It was so nice, so nice. My other tips would honestly just be avoid mirrors, hang out with people that are supportive and make you feel good. Acknowledge that stress is a huge part of bloating and a huge part of recovery, right? You need to make sure that you're getting those stress levels down so your body can relax. When you're stressed, your body kind of tenses up and goes into fight or flight mode and it stops your digestion completely. So you really want to just relax and let that all go. Also know that bloating is absolutely normal and it happens for a lot of people and you shouldn't be ashamed of it, especially in recovery. I was bloated like every single day for the first couple months and I gained weight and I felt nauseous and sick and I was too hungry and then full but not full and all these weird things, and it just happens. You have to breathe into it and sit with it and know that it'll end. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys try any of these, please let me know. I would really love to hear what works for you guys. I am sending you all so much love, so much strength, so much support. You got this. You are worthy and beautiful. If you like videos like this or want to see more of my face, please click the subscribe button down below. Give this video a like wherever it is for you, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.